Recently, I asked one of my clients, why don't you exercise in the morning on an empty stomach? Well, very coolly, he answered, oh no, this is impossible. How can someone exercise in the morning without eating anything? I simply cannot do it. I'll faint. My sugar level will go down. How will I get the energy to do my exercise? So friends, have you ever thought the same, that working out in the morning in the fasted state will lower your blood sugar and you may faint if you do so? So in this video, I'll share with you what will happen if you exercise on an empty stomach. Will you faint or your sugar level will be within normal limits? I'll also talk about how insulin helps to control your blood glucose level and what is the role of glucagon in blood glucose control. You know, a healthy diet is an important part of managing type 2 diabetes. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you one simple tip to help you keep your blood glucose level under control. So stay tuned and keep watching the video till the end. Hi friends, I'm Dr. Anupam Ghose. I am a diabetes coach and an age-certified fitness nutrition specialist. I provide online coaching for weight loss and how to reverse type 2 diabetes. Do you know that your body wants blood glucose to be maintained in a very narrow range, that is between 70 and 110 milligram per deciliter? Now, to maintain that blood glucose level, there are two hormones, insulin and glucagon, which makes this happen. Both insulin and glucagon are secreted from the pancreas. So that is why sometimes we call them pancreatic endocrine hormones. They are both secreted in response to blood glucose level, but in opposite fashion. So let's understand what are the roles of insulin and glucagon. Insulin is normally secreted by the beta cells of the pancreas. I'm sure most of you must be knowing this. So the stimulus for insulin secretion is a high blood glucose. It is as simple as that. Although some amount of insulin is always secreted by the pancreas, but as the blood glucose rises after a high carbohydrate diet, the amount of insulin secretion is also increased. Similarly, as your blood glucose falls, the amount of insulin secreted by the beta cells also goes down. Now, as you can see in the picture, insulin has effect on a number of cells, including muscles, red blood cells, and fat cells. So in response to insulin, these cells absorb glucose out of the blood, having the net effect of lowering the blood glucose levels into the normal range. Glucagon, however, is secreted by the alpha cells of the pancreas in much the same manner as insulin, except in the opposite direction. Now, if your blood glucose is high, then glucagon is not secreted. However, when your blood glucose goes low, such as between meals or during exercise, more and more of glucagon is secreted by your pancreas. Like insulin, glucagon has an effect on many cells of the body, mostly the liver. The role of glucagon is to make the liver release the stored glycogen from its cells into the bloodstream, with the net effect of increasing blood glucose level. Glucagon also induces the liver and some other cells such as muscle to make glucose out of the building blocks obtained from other nutrients found in the body, for example, protein. So as I mentioned earlier, our body desire blood glucose to be maintained between 70 and 110 milligram per deciliter. Below 70 is termed hypoglycemia. Above 110 can be normal if you have eaten within 2 to 3 hours. That is why your doctor wants to measure your blood glucose while you are fasting. It should be between 70 and 110. Even after you have eaten, however, your glucose should be below 180. Above 180 is termed hyperglycemia. If your two blood glucose measurements are above 200 after drinking a sugar water drink, which is a glucose tolerance test, then you are diagnosed with diabetes. So now you know that even if you exercise without eating anything, your blood glucose will be maintained within normal limits because of the two hormones, insulin and glucagon. In another video, I'll talk about what are the advantages of exercising in the fasting state. If you are new to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and click the notification button so that whenever I upload a new video, you will never miss it. Finally, one simple tip to help you keep your blood glucose level under control is to get comfortable with carbohydrate counting. You need to create a meal plan so as to make sure you are including the correct balance of carbs with each meal. Carbohydrates affect your blood glucose much quicker than protein and fats do. So when you have carbohydrates in your meal, they are broken down into glucose and it is used by your body for energy. But eating too much carbs at one time might cause a spike in your blood glucose level. So you want to spread your carb into evenly throughout the day. Now carbs are found in different types of foods. So the best option is to choose carbs with low glycemic index. So you can include fruits like apples, strawberry or oranges. You need to eat lots of vegetables as they are very low in carb and high in fiber. And if you eat rice, then you should eat brown rice instead of white rice. Avoid or try to limit foods that have added sugar, like sweets and fruit drinks, or are made with refined carbs such as white flour, white bread, white rice, pastries, soda, pasta, sweets, breakfast cereals, etc. So friends, if you like this video, please do share it with your friends and family members. Thanks for watching.